you guys, welcome back. What's up you guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing, what's up you guys, welcome back, top tips. What's up you guys, welcome back. What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. With you guys, some of my top freaking, what's up you guys, welcome back to another video. Okay. What's up you guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my top healthy habits that I've incorporated into my life that I truly, genuinely feel like have changed my life, like in the sense of changing my trajectory in life, just have had such a huge impact on me. So if you're someone who's into personal development, if you're looking to upgrade, up-level your life, I highly recommend considering forming these habits and incorporating them into your lifestyle, because I swear doing these things like daily over the long haul, once they accumulate, have really changed my mindset, my productivity in my life, which has just really helped me get closer to the goals that I'm trying to achieve. So for some reason, my house is out of power. It's not raining, it's not windy, it's not stormy. I don't know. We had like a thunderstorm last night. I don't know if that's what it is, but like randomly I was working on my computer and just everything shut down. And I was in full on grind mode. Like I had everything set up there. I was really freaking working hard. I was doing my Instagram reel because I've been kind of second on Instagram. I was like, yes, I had a list that I was going to do. So I really just took that as a sign to just start vlogging, and then hopefully the power will come back on at some point. But we're just going to get right into my first habit. And this is actually a new habit. I literally debated making a whole just separate video on this because I'm so hyped on it. And that is cold water immersion. Okay, call it a cold shower if you want, call it cold plunging if you want, call it an ice bath if you want. I don't freaking care, but getting in cold water has changed my life. I've been doing it for probably like 3 weeks now. I feel like 4 might be a little bit ambitious, but I truly feel like it changed my life, especially the setup that I am so blessed to have. I'm going to explain to you why. Oh my gosh, it kind of feels, the air feels like fall time, and I'm not about it. I'm a summer baby through and through, okay? That is my best self. That is when I'm my most authentic self, is when it's summertime. So I don't know how I feel about this. Anyways, I live in the mountains of Utah, and so I have this natural little stream in our backyard, and it is all natural snow melt, meaning it's really freaking cold water. We measured the temperature of this, and at first it was like 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I measured it again recently, like last week, and it was like 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So it went up a little bit, but it's still freaking freezing. It's less than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's where I do my cold plunges, which we're about to do together. Cold plunging specifically has such an insane amount of physiological benefits. Like aside from the mental, it's so good for inflammation. It strengthens your immune system. It helps your body regulate its nervous system. Like it stimulates so many amazing processes in your body just from getting in cold water. I totally understand that not everyone has this, or not everyone wants to pay for an ice bath. Like I totally freaking get it. So a cold shower is also another great option that is also free. I just personally find the cold shower to be harder than this, because once you get in, your body just kind of gets numb. But I'm gonna get in here and do 3 minutes, and then I'm going to talk to you guys more about the benefits and like how it changed my life. Literally, even though I know how good it is for me, every single time before I'm about to go in, I'm like, I really don't want to go in, but that's how I know I have to go in, because like I'm saying, there's such a mental component, which I'll go on the rant on this once I get out of here. Oh, it's never easy. I'm just gonna be honest, it's never easy. Oh man. Okay, this is when everything, all the blood starts to rush back, and you just get this like immediate endorphin rush. I'm moving us so you can hear me better. It's just insane, like as soon as you get out of the water and you just feel all the blood rush back to. It's like this insane immediate endorphin rush. I feel so invigorated. I feel like I can freaking run 50,000 laps. Like I just get so juiced and it gives me so much energy. Like especially this morning I was feeling pretty tired and like this just like immediately wakes me up, like just literally lights you up. Like I get so like afterwards. It's just such like a surge of energy. I don't even know if it's adrenaline, but it's just like endorphins and whoa, dopamine. It's insane. But the reason why I feel like why I said earlier why my specific setup is so amazing is because it's like literally everything in one. It's grounding, right? Which if you don't know what grounding is, it's essentially getting your bare body on the bare earth. So since it's a natural stream, I'm able to sit on the ground, my feet are on the earth, I'm in natural water, and there's just so many amazing benefits for grounding in and of itself because everything is energy, like I said, and there's literally energy. It's like there's an electromagnetic field in the earth and it charges our body. It's also super anti-inflammatory. Like look it up, it's scientific. There's so many benefits for getting your bare body on the bare earth. It's meditation, right? Because you're forced to just have to get present and focus on your mindset and your mentality while you're in there to make it through the duration that you're trying to sit in 40-degree water. It's breath work, right? The major thing that I get in there, my number one and only focus is my breath. So it's in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's like my first initial responsibility when I'm in there is to regulate my breath, because the first time I ever did the cold plunge in there, it literally like felt like I was like, my body was like convulsing and like I was hyperventilating because it's such a shock to your body. And so the whole point of this is how great it is at training yourself to regulate your nervous system. And so that's like the direct way to do it, is just to focus on your breath. That's like your number one task when you're in there. It's mental stamina and endurance, right? It's you focusing on your just mental strength and your willpower to actually not stand up and like stay in there for the full time even though you're enduring discomfort. But there's just so many amazing benefits because it's also like you conquered something hard. Like I think that's been the biggest reward for me, is like me getting through something that's really hard and like doing something for the sake of future me. It's like this immediate uncomfortability. It's working through the initial resistance. It's something that you don't want to do in the moment, but then after the fact you're like so glad that you did it and you feel so strong because you were able to endure it. And so I just freaking love it. And like when I'm in there, especially when I do the 3-minute sessions, like I'm rehearsing affirmations through my brain. Like I'm running through affirmations in my mind. I'm telling myself I'm strong. I'm telling myself I can do it. I'm telling myself just empowering affirmations, things that align with my goals, where I'm going in life. Like if I can do this hard thing in my day, I can do the other hard things that are necessary for me to hit my goals, you know? And then I go through my gratitude in my brain. So it's like, it's just so many amazing benefits. It's like literally all my favorite mindfulness things, like all in one, plus physiological benefits, plus mental toughness. And it's just so good. If you have any opportunity to get in cold water, try to do it. And even if you just need to start with like 30 seconds of a cold shower, like during your showers, that is better than nothing. And I promise you're gonna feel accomplished. Except now I am freezing. Usually when the sun is out and it's not cloudy, I just will sit in the sun. Oh my goodness, I'm freezing. Woo! People, we got power. We got power. It just came back on. Hey. Dude, the amount of times that, look, it's on. The amount of times that I was freaking flipping the light switches when I would go into a room and I would be like, the power is still off. Why can I not remember that? Like it wasn't me trying to test if the power was on. I just instinctually was like, oh, why is it so dark in here? Can someone turn a light on? And then I would turn the light on and be like, there's just no power. The real situation is that I was dead in the middle of editing an Instagram reel and I had so many important tabs open on my computer that I intentionally was leaving open for the past like 3 days. So I don't know what's about to pop up right now. I must say I'm already warming up though. I'm already chilling. No pun intended. Chilling. Ado. I'm telling you, bad mood, tired, anything, cold plunge solves it. Oh no, this is not a good look, you guys. This is gonna be bad. I'm just being realistic. Just what I was afraid of. It's all gone. All right, guys, I hate to break it to you, but it's a lot later. Like a lot later in the day. The power came back on and I was just back on my computer, and before you know it, it's 5 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I've been going to the gym so late this week. I don't really know what's going on with me. But before we go, I want to share with you guys my next healthy habit that quite literally changed my life. This one is so freaking huge, and that is no phone in the morning. My biggest intention with this habit is basically just for you guys to use your discernment and place boundaries with how you want to use your phone. Because like for me, that's when I end up scrolling for so long and wasting so much time and spending more time on my phone than I would like to when I'm comfortable and like when I'm in bed. So like placing that boundary of when I could use my phone, whether that's like different hours or in different locations, helps me so much with not wasting so much time on our phone we know that like when we're engulfed, like don't get me wrong, I love freaking social media. I'm a huge part of it, but I just know like there's also diminishing returns with it, and there's a point where you spend too much time in there where it's wasting time, it's taking time away from you living your real life, it's taking time from you taking action. It can be very overwhelming. It can make you feel like you have a bunch of lack in your life by looking at so many other options around you. So of course I love social media, but within reason and without abusing it by using it too much. So there was times where I was just more strict on this, where I wouldn't even let myself be on my phone when I'm lying in or on my bed. And that was just funny because I would plug my phone in away from my bed. Like before bed, when I wanted to kind of like check Instagram and stuff, I would have to literally sit on my floor and be on my phone because I wouldn't let myself do it in bed. And like that helped me so much with getting off my phone earlier, not spending so much time, because I'd want to get comfortable and go lay in bed. So then that would make me get off my phone, and then I'd go to sleep earlier and all that sort of stuff. So just being more conscious and intentional with how much time you're spending on your phone and when you use it is so powerful. And specifically why I say not to use it in the morning is because it does so much to like collect your energy, check in with how you feel in the day before you go in, see what other people are doing with their life, or before you become victim to whatever news that you receive on your phone, whether literal news or text from people or emails. Like I am very, very serious about that, where I try really not to check my phone at all. I look at the time when I wake up, I take my body temperature because I track my cycle. But other than that, I try not to look at emails. I don't go on social media at all, because it just can totally, if you see something that you don't like first thing in the morning, it completely sets the tone and the momentum in that narrative and in that lane for the whole rest of your day. And it literally has the power to completely give you a whole different day. So like always, like this is literally without fail, the days where I'm not disciplined with this and I get up and I roll over and I like go on my phone and scroll, or I check my emails and answer emails and all this sort of stuff, it's like without fail, my day is always worse. My morning is filled with much more anxiety. I already have this kind of preconceived mood that I absorbed from whatever I saw on my phone, instead of me having the time to dictate how I want to feel, the energy I want to embody, how I want to show up that day. I'm like already fallen victim to whatever I just saw on my phone, and it's just like not a good way to live, you know what I mean? Especially if you're someone who wants to take control of your life and put in the work to change your life trajectory and get to a better place. You need to keep holding the pen in your hand. You need to be the creator of your life, and you can't do that if you're constantly seeing what everyone else drew on your phone and consuming what other people are telling you or saying or posting. You need to be the one creating by tuning out that noise. So that has been such a huge thing that changed my life. Really quickly before we go though, we're gonna procrastinate just a little bit more, because who doesn't love a good haul? I want to share with you guys a couple things that I bought yesterday because they're just so freaking cute, and I am really the queen of getting deals these days, I swear. So I got this bathing suit, even though summer's coming to an end, even though I don't want to admit it. So I found these really freaking cute bathing suit bottoms. They're from Billabong. Like I'm actually obsessed with this print with all of these colors. I love the cut of it. Like it's like cheeky, but not too cheeky. I love that there's no ties on the side. Like this is a good, I can still surf in this, you know what I'm saying? And then I got just this little classic white Roxy bathing suit top, which this is personally my favorite for like the little itty bitty titty committee, because there's still the underwire, so it like gives me some support and push without it being like too much. And I just think they're so flattering, and I just feel my most confident in this cut. It's just like a normal little bra back. The straps are adjustable and it's ribbed, which I think is super cute. Like I said, this is from Roxy. I'm obsessed with this. So they weren't even meant to be together, but I was like, this is the cutest bathing suit I've ever seen in my life. And guess freaking what? $15 a piece. $30 for this bathing suit. Literally, let's see what it is for one piece. Super skimpy coverage. That sounds nice. This top itself was going for $56. So I got both of these for the price of less than one piece, which is insane. Next thing, you guys. Calling myself out here. These are in fact, yes, my lifting shoes. Now, the original color, you may ask, bright white. I have had these since 2019. Have I cleaned them once? I don't believe so. Considering that they're tan to brown now, I'm gonna go with no, I haven't. The Vans marks in the back are gone. This is ripped, right? This is, you know. The thing about me though, I'm a sentimental individual. These have been with me since 2019. Like, do you know how long, like, do you know how many freaking reps of hip thrusts I've done in these? Do you know how many just times I've showed up to the gym when I haven't wanted to in these very shoes right here? Like, I have so many miles on these shoes, and for that, I feel loyal to them. Toe box is completely scuffed, gone away. But again, to me, it's like I need a shadow box these. Like Live Fit was born in these. You know what I'm saying? Like this was when I first developed. These are my iconic, you know, tall socks with my high top Vans. Like I wear these every single leg day. Super long rationale to let you guys know that I did purchase new Vans. However, I very much only bought them because I was like, I can return them if they're not the vibe. But I kind of think they're the vibe. I saw these online when I was looking, and then I went in store and they were actually there, and I was like, maybe it's a sign, and there were one size left in my size, and so one shoe left in my size, and so I just decided to get it. So they do have flames on them, and they're like a creamy, like off-white, which I feel like would be good for me because again, I don't really intend to be keeping these tip-top shape. However, I don't know if this is only gonna make matters worse, if it's gonna get dirtier, but like I kind of fook with the flame. Like I felt like so many people are gonna be like, that's kind of lame. But for some reason, I'm like, I could do a little flame on my shoe while I'm doing heavy hip thrusts. Like I'm kind of about it. I haven't even tried them on my foot actually. All I know is these have to get replaced at some point. Do I feel like an 8-year-old boy a little bit with like flames on his light up shoes? Kind of. You know who I just freaking love? Bailey Zimmerman. Like, some of his songs, just when they hit me, they freaking hit me to my insides. That's when music is so cool. I'm realizing how chatty of a video this is. Every time I have these types of video ideas, I'm like, maybe I should have just done a podcast. But you know what? It is what it is. My third habit that really changed my life was incorporating mindfulness. If you guys know me, you knew this was going to be somewhere on the list. Mindfulness, I don't care what it looks like for you. It could be a mindful walk. It could be intentional quiet time. It could be you reading a book. It could be journaling. It could be meditating. It could be breath work. Literally anything that just allows you to clear your mind and get in touch with yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, and actually process things. Like our entire reality right now is just flooded with constant distractions all the time. So many of us don't even realize that we're just not even aware of what is actually going on with us eternally, with what we think about, what our emotions are, why we think and feel the way that we do. And then we end up acting subconsciously through those programmings that we aren't even aware of, that we've just adopted because we don't even take the time to look into them as to why they are the way they are, how we're feeling, all those things I just said, and then it completely directly impacts our life. So taking the time to slow down, spending intentional time with myself, my emotions, my thoughts, digging into the things that are not always comfortable, right? They're uncomfortable depths of ourselves, uncomfortable questions that you have to ask yourself, you know, maybe some uncomfortable trauma that you need to revisit to be able to heal from. But all of that stuff is so dang important with then being able to rewrite these narratives and belief systems that you subconsciously have so set in stone, to then be able to create your life moving forward rather than having them just be constant reprojections of the past, because those are the viewpoints and narratives that you've adopted. So it just helps so much. And then also just with helping your mental health, obviously, like helping your anxiety, your depression, helping you feel better. And when you feel better, you do better, you perform better, right? You live better. And so I'm such a huge advocate, and always will be such a huge advocate of focusing on the inside first, doing inside work first if you want to see a change in your outside, because your entire outward reality is simply and forever always will be just a byproduct of your internal world. So I can't stress that enough. Experiment with which one feels good to you. Not everyone loves to journal. Not everyone can sit down and meditate, right? But vice versa. So do what feels good for you. Just stay consistent with it enough to give yourself some time to try to see some progress from it, or just from change, some evolution from it, to then really know what's the best method for you. If you're interested in the details of this full body circuit, then definitely go over to my Instagram. It's @LiftFit, because I'm going to be posting this workout all in depth. It'll be like a swipe post so you guys can save it, and all the details will be written in the caption. But so my next lifestyle habit that I have, and this is probably like the biggest one, honestly, when I think about out of all of these that I'm sharing with you in this video, that really made the biggest impact on me. And it is making efforts for mental expansion. And I mean this in regards to books and podcasts, because I started in 2020 is when I really started to kind of dive into that whole world, where I would read personal development books, self-help books. I still do to this day. And I started to listen to personal development podcasts, or people who are just very successful entrepreneurs. I just started to listen to people that were in my lane of life that I wanted to kind of replicate in a way. And there's such a good quote that says, don't take advice from people that you wouldn't want to trade places with. And it's kind of it perfectly applies to this right here, because it's like I'm reading books, I'm listening to podcasts of people that I want to live a life similar to, or people
people that inspire me and people that it's a role model for me. And so I feel like not only has it allowed me to learn so much, right? Like, especially from these self-help books, like they've allowed me to learn so many life lessons and principles that may have taken me decades to learn in a much shorter time just through reading the book, and then being able to have that newfound perspective to put into practice in my own life, like has changed my life. It's increased my value as a human because I've been able to pick up different tendencies and habits and perspectives of, you know, successful people or of progressed people that I feel like have really helped me just embody the person that I want to be and help me get towards my goal in a more efficient way. And same thing with podcasts. Like, I feel like the biggest thing that podcasts have helped me with, like, not only have they given me tangible action steps to help me further towards my goals, right? Help me with having different mindset shifts, but it's also showed me what's possible. Like, when I listen to a very successful person's podcast and they tell me about their life story or tips of how they got to where they are, like, I feel like it just inspires me to know, like, there's very successful people out there. So why can't I be one of them? And it just inspires me, but it also kind of almost makes my big goals seem more tangible, because I'm like, if this person can do it, so can I. And it just has showed me what's possible and what's out there. And it's allowed me to dream bigger. It's allowed me to open up my horizons. It's allowed me to just have bigger goals and shoot for the stars and know that I can do it because someone else did it as well. So I know it's possible. So that's such a huge one for me. Mental expansion.
Dude, the air right now outside feels so good. It's like perfect temperature. It's like refreshing enough, but I'm not like the slightest bit cold. That was such a good workout. I really didn't want to do my third round, but I was like, you know what? It's only like 7.5 minutes. You can do it. Usually that's what helps me get through really any workout, but specifically my circuits. I'm just like, it's literally 40 seconds of working time. Like, you know how fast 40 seconds goes if you're not paying attention? Like, it's nothing, and that always helps me through. I also desperately need chapstick. But my last tip that I have for you guys, this is gonna sound cliche, but I am a stan for a good morning routine. So that's my last tip, is to formulate some sense of morning routine. Now, I've been on both sides of the spectrum where I've had like a super long morning routine that literally took me hours. And then I've been on the other spectrum, like before that point, where I had absolutely no morning routine at all. And I feel like there's definitely a sweet spot. So again, this is something that's totally going to take an intuitive approach for you guys. And it's also definitely going to be subjective from person to person. For some people, it's going to be 5 minutes. For some people, it's going to be 40 minutes. But just find a certain flow that helps you get in the mindset and just gets aligned and ready for the day. If I don't have some sense of morning routine, like, I'm fine for a couple days, but like eventually it definitely catches up to me and I just feel way more chaotic throughout the day. I feel less centered. I feel more on edge. I feel more irritable. I just feel more, I don't know what the word is, but like I feel like I have a shorter fuse during the day if I don't have some sense of morning routine over the long haul. It's kind of like, I always use this analogy. It's kind of like before a football team goes out to play a game. If you don't have a game plan, if you're not writing on the whiteboard the X's and O's, it's going to be chaos throughout the game because you're going to have there was no game plan going into the game. That's how I feel about a morning routine. Like, it does so much to check in with yourself, you know, figure out how you're feeling. What do you need today? Like, are you more irritable today? Do you need more care? Are you feeling tired? Do you need like a slower paced day? Do you need more self-care that day? Like, just stuff like that gives you a game plan to know what you need for the day and also how you want to show up for the day. Like, it literally changes my life. Again, maybe this won't hit so hard for everyone, but I'm definitely like a routine person, and a part of me is very systematic. And so a morning routine is like everything to me. Helps with my mental health, helps with my productivity for the day, helps with me just overall being a happier individual because I take the time to align my mind. I always used to say that before like I get into my day of affirmations, practicing gratitude, meditating, just getting in a good state of mind so I'm able to take on the day from a better, higher space, from my higher self, which is always my goal. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys had some takeaways from this. I know these things like have drastically impacted my life and I use them every single day, so I hope they helped you guys in some sense. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos from me, don't forget to like this video. It really helps this video reach more people. Leave a comment letting me know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see new videos from me. I upload twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday. I'm sending you guys so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.